Von D is one of the greatest artists of our time. Not only is she brilliant at doing tattoos, but her full body is like a mosaic of pictures and memories. She's such an inspiration to me because of her love of art and how she puts everything in her soul onto her body. So today, instead of doing a cookie cutter body art video, I decided to show you guys how to do an edgy Kat Von D inspired video. I did some of her tattoos on my body, and then the rest I came up with on my own. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to paint your body to replicate tattoos done by Kat Von D. So if you want to know how to do this, keep watching. I'm going to begin by taking the L'Oreal Infallible Eyeliner in Blackest Black, along with a nail brush from Sephora, and I'm starting by drawing stars right above my eyebrow. And now I'm going to continue drawing these stars right underneath my eye and all around the corner of my face. Now, taking the same products, I am drawing a small lightning bolt right underneath my right eye. Now I'm going down to my neck and drawing some small leaves and a rose shape. This rose is very similar to the one that Kat Von D has on her neck as well. So just taking small stroking motions, we're going to draw some lines that resemble the petals of a rose. And then of course the leaves, and just connecting the leaves with the rose to create the shape. Now I'm beginning to draw a bird shape on my arm in the same black eyeliner and brush. Just use any bird shape that you want and it should turn out just like this. And now I'm drawing a second bird and a third bird. These birds should be very whimsical, very free, nothing specific or very intricate, just a simple shadow of a bird in any state of flight that you wish. Now I'm just drawing my last bird closest to my wrist. Basically, these birds just consist of straight and curved black lines that create the shape of a small little winged creature. It does not have to be perfect. And this is the completed look with all 5 birds on my arm. Now for an added inspirational touch, I like putting an inspirational or motivational saying near my birds, so I am writing fly in some pretty calligraphy. Now for this next tattoo, I'm just going to start by drawing the base of a tree on my arm, just the trunk and some branches. So here's the base of my tree. Don't worry about it looking messy at first. We're going to clean everything up by the time the tattoo is complete. A sketch or outline is extremely important when doing body tattoos because you want to at least get a picture of what your tree will potentially be like before you just go full out and it looks beautiful. So here's the finished outline of our cherry blossom tree. I'm going to begin taking the Clinique Cream Shaper for Eyes eyeliner pencil and shading in my tree. This light shaded effect looks like a real tattoo as it's smudgy and a little bit lighter than the lines that we used to outline the tree. Now I'm taking this Revlon lipstick in the shade 457 Wild Orchid. It's a beautiful cream sheen lipstick with a gorgeous color, and we're going to use this to draw on the cherry blossoms. All you're going to do is make a small circular spot right where you think a cherry blossom would appear on the tree. This is just going to give our dark tree some life and beautiful color. Generally, your cherry blossom tree will have enough blossoms when it looks somewhere along the lines of this. Feel free to use as many or as little as you want. Now I'm taking the Duo eyelash adhesive and a nail brush, as well as some beautiful gems that are for nails. And I'm going to take the brush, dip it in the glue, and apply the glue to a cherry blossom. I'm then going to take a gem and apply the gem on top of the cherry blossom. This is just going to give the cherry blossom a really pretty shine to it. The glue will also dry clear, so you do not have to worry about any white spots left over. So now I've gone on and glued the rest of my gems to any remaining cherry blossoms I have. If you wish, you don't have to do all of the cherry blossoms to save time, but you could do about half or as many as you'd like to give it that really pretty shine. Now this is the difference between a regular tattoo and a body art tattoo. Body art tattoos, since they are not permanent, could be as funky as possible, and so that is why I added the gems. And again, for another inspirational message, I am taking my Clinique eye shaper and writing the saying, "Grow strong," next to my tree to symbolize growth and development. Now dipping this angled brush from Clinique into my L'Oreal black eyeliner, I'm going to start by drawing a small bird on my collarbone. Now this should be the same small birds that we use on our arm. Now we're on to the second bird, which should be right below the first bird, and I think that it looks really pretty if you do each bird in a different stage of flight, like taking off, soaring through the sky, landing, things like this, and it just symbolizes freedom. I love birds in this way. And now we're also going to move on to the third bird, which I put right above the first bird. And then I do a really small bird at the bottom. I'm going to start by taking my left palm and drawing some birds going from my wrist all the way to the far side of my palm, almost looking like the birds are flying. Now instead of a very specific looking bird, we're just going to use the generic V-shaped bird that birds look like when they're flying or migrating. As you can see, I just simply drew some more birds on my hand and created that downwards migrating look. And now I am just drawing on my right hand the same birds, which is sort of difficult because I am right-handed, so I have to use my left hand for this. Now I'm just using the very corner of the left side of my right hand, and putting them together, it's just going to look like this, a migrating flock of birds. Tattoos don't even necessarily have to be big or extravagant. For example, I'm doing this intimate little infinity sign which can symbol infinite love. Another simple yet beautiful tattoo is a feather. The feather can be connected to any one of the bird tattoos and look like the birds are exploding from the feather, the ultimate symbol of freedom. I'm not talking about freedom of our country, but freedom to be who we are and to be proud of who we love. Now for the tattoos on Kat's hands, I decided to try to mimic exactly what she had. Now on her pinky, she has the number 13. On her middle finger, she has a heart with a triangle protruding through it. I couldn't exactly tell what she had on her ring finger, so I tried to just do a simple letter, which is a K, obviously for cat. And on her pointer finger, she had a spider, so I tried to do those as best as possible. Now, the actual hand that Kat has is one of those tattoos that's pretty much incredibly impossible to replicate accurately. But notice that she does have a look of a ribbon on her hand, as well as a flower, perhaps a rose with some petals. So I just tried to do that as best as possible. The way to make it as accurate as possible is really to smudge it up, and that'll give it a imperfect look that almost has the look of a real tattoo. And now using my Clinique eye pencil, I'm just going to shade in the ribbon. Now for my Kat Von D inspired outfit. The first thing that I'm wearing is brown combat boots, and I just bought these at Famous Footwear. These tights are just nude tights that I took eyeliner and drew on them to almost give the effect of a dirty, tattooed leg, but edgy either way. For the cami, I just cut a full-size cami from Victoria's Secret, and then I took a vest from Forever 21 and put it over the cami to look more edgy. I took this cuff from Forever 21 and these shorts from Target, which are high-waisted. For my hair, I just have a fishtail boho style headband, and I just curled my hair with a part straight down the middle. And I think that it complements the tattoos really well. Everything's really edgy, and altogether, although I don't have the similar features of Kat Von D, I look like her because of my inspiration.